Tyler Sikura, I mean, Tyler, walk us through game one. You scored the power play goal to really turn things around. You gave the IceHogs the first lead, but it seems like there's a lot of positives that you're looking to snowball into game two tomorrow.
For sure. Coach said it in between the intermission of the first and the second period. I don't think we saw anything that really scared us necessarily. We've got a lot of confidence in our group. We've got a lot of depth, and we got a trust in every line, every goalie, every defense pairing. So it's a nice feeling, and I think we're comfortable playing in some of these games. And tonight we managed our emotions better than they did, and as a result we got the win, and that's going to be a focal point going forward.
How big is that for this group, just because it's your first game against a new opponent? You haven't played hockey in over a week now, and you knew pretty much everything that Chicago had to offer because you saw them 12 times, but Manitoba you only see 4 times, and just not that much going on there. So, I mean, to walk in and feel that comfortable had to be a big first step mentally, let alone to see the game play out the way it did.
Yeah, absolutely. We had a trip here recently, so I think we're a little bit more familiar with the city and in terms of being comfortable at the hotel and knowing our routine. So I think that was nice. But they have a different team than the team that we played here last time. So like you said, we didn't necessarily know exactly what to expect, but I think we answered the bell well. We came out pretty hard, and we're looking, especially with the format of the series, to take a stranglehold tomorrow if we can.
You get a power play goal, so the man advantage is working well. Your line with Andreas Martinson and John Hayden, that also helps out as well. I mean, what's been working so well surrounding you and the core group of guys around you? Because it seems like every time you're out there, something's being generated in a positive direction.
Yeah, well, I think that's the way that we try to play. Hayes, Marty, and myself, those are obviously some big bodies, and they can hang on to the puck. And I think we make smart decisions. We don't try to do too much out there in terms of making dangerous plays. We try to get it into their zone, let those guys work in the corners one-on-one, and I'll try to stand in front of the net and generate some good things. And in terms of the power play, our power play has been clicking for the last little bit now. I just think we have a lot of options, a lot of different looks that we can give them. So, pretty dynamic players that are running it.
And it looks like you're coming into your own as a nice postseason performer. I remember a nice between-the-legs flip pass to Martinson in that last game against Chicago, and here tonight you pulled the puck from below the goal line, walked out right in front of the goaltender, and just wasn't able to get that shot on net, but that's still a pretty crafty play in tight quarters. How comfortable are you feeling there in your shoes here in the playoffs?
Pretty comfortable. A lot of times in playoffs it's ramped up to another level, and I don't think that's scared me, or I don't think I've taken a step back. I think I've built upon a solid season for myself, so it's a nice feeling to be able to do some crafty things, because I think I'm capable of doing that when the time is right, and we're looking to continue that going forward.
Well, it looks like you're being surrounded by a group of guys, too, that probably encourage you to do that. And if they don't do it, then you do it yourself. So it seems like if you're not pushing yourself, then other people are pushing you for you.
Absolutely. The coaching staff and the group of guys that we have is pretty special. And, they encourage you to make plays. They're not, at the right time, obviously, but, that's the way that we want to play. I think the mark of, a good organization, a good team, good coach, is that you get the most out of your players, and I think everybody can say that they've been utilized in a way that they feel comfortable, and it's a pretty dangerous recipe for the rest of the teams going forward.